Man, it was so fucked up writing these words. I was just like, if I ever get in trouble,
Oh, what?
somehow,
What words are on that piece of paper?
I was like, if I ever get in trouble, there are going to be some really awkward conversations. Gather body in garbage bags.
Yes. At least it's on paper.
Eliminated by OD, and I chose eliminated very specifically.
Murdered, you mean?
Eliminate by OD on painkillers.
Oh my god.
Burning corpse to stop spread. You hear that, Mr. NSA, in this game?
FBI, open up.
Right. Cleaned his waffle at his home. Called Deputy Hayes. Isolated Ebola outbreak.
Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Biochemist traveled outside the U.S. and brought back, got sick, sent the coroner's report over. At that time, it was, and I guess still is, the evening of Thursday, October 9th. Nap's taken. David has some fucked up dreams with basalt rocks and dark rivers of blackness. Ruh-roh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I did
It's
too.
9. Infiltrating the Benthic Company. Nolan, miraculously, with horrible guidance, managed to pick the lock.
That was well done.
It was a beautiful moment of dice rolling. Tate was in the security room, had set off a silent alarm. He was unintentionally followed the rules for our
He did well.
our incapacitation. Rita, the guard at the desk, was coming to investigate. Nolan attempted to impersonate Tate and did so poorly. Rita was captured after being heavily intimidated. The third guard checked in on the radio, Ireland. Went ahead and Nolan requested backup. So we chained the squints together and I ran on in and helped subdue the third guard, Ireland, when he arrived. No, we were in the lab. We helped him subdue him in the lab. Once we had them subdued and handcuffified and hidden in the storage closet, after ensuring that Tate did not appear to be on exceptionally on death's door, brought in David and Remy. In the lab, discovered multiple samples of the fungus, all the way from one that didn't look so hot to one that was glowing and pulsing like the mysterious cube in the pit. Whilst everyone was checking notes and other odds and ends in there, Philip went after the doctor's notes in the lead doctor's office, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Dr. Gent.
That's the one. Door was unlocked, opened, and the lady turns around and says hello.
So I guess we'll
yeah.
All right. So, looks like we have to pick up back with Mr. Phillip, as he is there. Let's see.
So, go ahead.
I'm gonna roll into it unless you got something to say. So. Oh,
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't know if you had something you were explicitly going to follow that up with, or if I needed to take it.
Oh yeah, take it from here. I'm gonna put some music on. So.
Okay. So immediate gut check. I've now dealt with a couple of people, well, literally 2 people at different stages of infection. Does she ring a bell on that front? I believe you said that
2. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I believe you had described Deputy Jacobs' wife as sort of just kind of vacant,
Yeah, she was very
Ugh.
vacant.
stuff like that.
Quick gut check looking at her. Can you roll me a human just to help me out here?
Yeah. Show. Oops. Hmm. All right. I think that is pretty good. Almost a crit success. 45 under 82.
45 under 82. Okay. So, gut check. Looking at her, she looks to be. Fuck! I pulled my my sheet down. Hang on. Let me pull it up. My sheet. Okay, cool. She looks to be like in her late 40s. White female, graying, like sterling hair. She's very tall. First look at her is that she doesn't look sick. Okay? Like the other people had the flush face. Their eyes and cheeks look gone. You know, like they're obviously sick. They
And that's
didn't
all I was
look
really
well. Yeah.
Those factors, like
Yeah.
they looked like they were probably dealing with something flu-like. I think, like I said, explicit was kind of pretty vacant. So just checking for that, basically.
Yeah, she doesn't look well. However, with your
She
human,
does or doesn't look well.
she does look well. She doesn't not look well. I probably worded that like an idiot.
Okay. Oh, good.
However, with your human and what she said to you so far, you could tell that something's off. Like, she's definitely something's going on. Something's not normal.
Okay. Yeah. White female, age 49. At least she matches that description that I would probably remember because I checked it seconds ago. I
Literally.
in game. Do I recall in that vein? Do I recall from the video? He looked well until he puked, right? Or did he look sick too?
Okay, well, he was sick. It's hard to tell, but he was
I
sick.
couldn't really remember.
Yeah.
I couldn't really remember. It's been a moment. Okay.
So she turns to you.
So unless she follows up hello with anything.
Yeah, no. What you got?
Take it you're Dr. Gent.
And she looks at you and just smiles. Yes.
Or do you not call yourself that anymore?
I don't know what you mean. Of course I'm Dr. Gent. I take it you're Agent Philip, right?
Oh. Well, you've done your homework.
It's not homework. It's just something I know.
Convenient.
So,
well,
what brings you here in my office? Come to take me away, have you?
Oh, really just coming after your notes, but, you know.
Oh, my notes.
Got anything you would like to share?
Have you been to the lab yet and seen our little babies?
Yeah, we stopped there briefly. I am transmitting, by the way. I assumed these were, standard sort of on unless you click it off radios.
That's fine. That's fine.
Just as a side note. Do you feel like sharing any information?
I'm quite proud of what we've done here. Quite proud. Are you interested in what we're doing here? Does it excite you?
I've got a vested interest.
Oh, a vested interest? Yet you come in here with a gun.
Your little escapee is causing problems.
Escapee. Oh. Escapee. You must mean Mr. McCaslin. Dr. McCaslin.
That'd be the one.
Oh. He's escaped all right. But not in the way you think. He's escaped the bounds of human physical form. Oh, it's beautiful.
I see. Are you on your way to doing the same?
I, unfortunately, am not as grand as a specimen as Miss Dr. McCaslin, but I was at least lucky enough to be his partner for some time.
I see. So is he the one in charge then, no matter what the sheet says?
In charge of what? In charge of change? Maybe. But not here, if that's what you specifically mean.
Well, office politics can be confusing at times.
Oh, yes they can. Yes they can.
So are you still looking to cure the world? Or do you have different plans now?
Oh, no, they align just the same. Just the same. I will still cure the world. Oh, you see, for many years we studied this strange fungus, like spores of this sample as children, as babies that you see in there in the lab. We had little success. We kept the spores sample intact, but growth eluded them. You can see her just kind of like, she's working herself up when she's talking about this. She's getting excited. And you can see her like smiling wider and wider. And she just kind of looks at you as she's talking to see if you're like, interested in what she's saying.
I mean, I'm paying very close attention if that's what she's looking for.
Physically, what are you doing?
I'm probably still very much in the, I just pushed the door open with my, gun, hands like this. So I'm not
okay
pointed at her, but,
okay.
Guarded, I guess you could say.
Okay. Word of mouth is better than trying to go over my notes. Step on in. Let me tell you a little bit about what we have going on here, and you can judge for yourself.
Do I, in the interim of these minute or two of conversation, smells, fungus, anything in here, or does it look normal?
Actually, that's a great question. Not because of the fungus, but because we hadn't really described the room much. She's got her office in there. You see her like notes and stuff on the right. There's no computer in there. But you do see boxes lined up on the floor, like stacked up. You see like several boxes stacked up, like moving boxes. But no, you don't smell just nothing obvious, just walking in the cracked door there of like fungal smells. Very sterile environment.
Do what?
Sterile,
So you said she like swiveled in her chair. I guess she's just got like paperwork in front of her?
Pretty much, yep, just paperwork.
Now that we've been talking for a moment, where on the mad scientist spectrum does she sort of fall?
I
would say like Doc Brown, who was like generally good but a little crazy, to like I'm crazy enough that I worked with the Nazis to create superhuman evil people.
yeah,
sort of range.
Well, so like what they're working with, which is like regardless of what it's gonna skew your, you know what I mean? It's gonna skew your perception there. So looking at her and the way she is, if it was like, if you didn't know what you know, it'd probably put her at like a 5 or a 6, you know, like a very enamored with her work to the point where she's here at, you know, the fucking dead hour, cramming through shit, and willing to tell the random person who walked in the door, you know, more about what's going on. But yeah, but now that you know more about what they're about, it puts her more at like, you know, like an 8.
Okay. That was the read that Chad picked up from the conversation. I just wanted to verify that it was that was accurate to Philip's reading. Okay. So they're your children, eh? I guess whatever that glowing stuff is your breakthrough.
Yes. Yes, step on in. There's no need to be, we can be cordial about this.
I'll roll human again if you would like, but how much of it are the it's a trap signals going off? Like, are we just talking unhinged, or
like even using your human? It's like, obviously bitch has issues, right?
Right.
But you don't know. You don't know. Yeah. Like you can tell she's crazy. So if you put anybody in that situation, they're gonna be like, she's crazy. I don't know what to. She's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Taking that read. Well, Dr. Kent, why don't we take a walk? You can show me this yourself in the lab.
I suppose we could do that. Roll me a persuasion.
Okay.
Always persuasion.
He's got a good persuasion. It's a low chance there to.
Got a pretty good persuasion.
Yeah.
It's literally 50-50. I would probably, you know, step out of the way and hold the door back and keep the pistol in my dominant hand. Okay. 34 under 50.
Okay.
Yet again, one off the crit.
Yeah.
It'll finally roll crit the next time I roll over.
We could do that. I'll come to you, at least then. And so she stands up out of her chair, and she's walking over to you, and she continues her conversation that she started before.
Okay.
She was talking about these samples and how growth. They weren't having any luck. We looked for nearby sites where natural fungus, vaguely similar in structure, and she's making her way towards you as she's talking, thrived outside the lab and turned up one interesting candidate 5 years ago or so. The pit, the Oakland pit, just down south, right there. This massive...
Yes, we've heard of it.
Oh, you visited. It's not much of an attraction, I'm sorry to say, but it is...
No, not the most beautiful of things around here.
Well, you see, it's
has
rich.
Heavy competition.
Heavy competition, yes. There's nothing as important as the pit around here.
Well,
it's rich in heavy metals and acids that are perfect to feed our little children.
Actually.
And she walks toward, like, she's walking up to you, and when she gets to you, she just kind of passes you, and she's just talking, and starts like walking in the hall.
Okay. I would have, like, as soon as she got close enough that the door wasn't going to hit her, I would have let go and just sort of stepped back to give her space.
Okay. Yeah, so she takes several steps into the hallway and then turns around to you and just continues talking. Her back would be, well, whichever way you're not facing.
I would be facing probably, I guess, towards the back entrance, since that's the one we keep using.
Okay, so she steps like in front of you then to talk face to face, maybe like 2 paces away.
Okay.
Unless you do something else. Do you say anything at this point?
Well, yes. Why don't we, like we said, let's see the children.
Oh, just wait a little bit longer and I'll tell you more about the story before we go see them. You must understand their importance.
I see.
Don't be distraught. You see, this pit, this place, had proven home to extremophiles before, and that's exactly what we had in our hands. We had found the perfect place for them to grow and thrive. Sure enough, it worked. It simulated growth in our little babies. Those beautiful samples catalyzed whatever factors caused them to cohere in our physical dimensions. I bribed the pit's director, don't tell anybody, so we could install a larger sample down there, and we could go monitor it whenever we'd want to without a paper trail.
How convenient.
It was perfect. It is perfect.
Well, that's quite nice of them.
It was nice, and this, as you said, there's a lot of competition, right? So it's a pretty safe bet. No one's going to run across it.
That's fair.
You still want to see the babies?
Well, yes.
She turns her back to you and just starts slowly walking down the hallway.
Anything off about her posture,
No, she seems very healthy. Extremely healthy.
Okay.
Maybe even more lively than her age would be.
Got it.
And she just goes on talking away from you with her face not even... You see, both McCaslin and I were contaminated 2 weeks ago by accidental exposure during one of our little illegal visits to the pit. Our hazmat suits were damaged during the collection, but it turned out for the better. Just opened the doors to so many things.
Well, that's grand.
It is. Two of our fellow researchers, the staff physician, he brought us in for treatment and watched carefully and cautiously, and with surprise, wouldn't you believe it, we rapidly improved, rather than rapidly suffering kidney, liver, and digestive failure as expected. No heavy metal poisoning either.
Guess when something has what it needs to thrive, it does well, eh?
Exactly. I can tell you've been doing your research. Oh, it would be nice to have one like you here with us, researching and expanding.
Well, perhaps we can discuss that.
Ooh, this is grand. And she just keeps making her way. You guys are like halfway down the hallways. You're making her way to the airlock on the other end. She opens it up. After you? Your friends are in here, yes?
Well, yes, they are.
Of course. Go ahead and tell them we're coming so they don't shoot us on sight.
Oh, they're there. Yes, I let them know.
Oh, great. And she opens it up, stands in the thing. You go with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Go with her. The airlock cycles a few seconds, opens up on the other end, and you see your 3 friends on the other side. Yes? No? Friends?
I guess they were close over there, wherever. I don't know if they, I don't know if they've done anything in the time since they started hearing this.
That's why I'm asking them.
I don't know if you want to flash back right quick.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. What are you guys doing from the start of the conversation?
I'm listening. When they get close, I ignore what she says and have my gun trained on the opening, fully ready. I think I was just listening to Remy and David explain stuff to me before then. They were kind of taking the lead there.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. As I'm going through her notes.
Okay, yeah, we did that last time, and we went through what we could find, and that's why Philip left to go kind of find more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't think there's nothing else for me to be doing, so
Okay.
I'm just hanging out.
Okay. And so Remy, David, and Nolan, are you at the door, or are you just kind of fucking
I
off
think
somewhere
we're like
else?
10 or wherever the lab stations were and all the desks. I think it's like 20 feet or 10
Sure.
feet. I don't know.
Okay. So not waiting for them to at the front of the door to walk out. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I just wanted
Just
to mental
keeping an eye
picture
on me.
Cool. I mean, and you're listening too, so you know they're on their way. Cool. So the door opens. She steps out and she kind of looks over to the left and she goes, "They're still okay." And she keeps walking a little bit, looking to the left at where the security guards are in the closet.
Oh, the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right.
She walks in and sees Remy, Nolan, and David in there. She just kind of glances over you guys and then looks at her samples there in the plexiglass containers and just makes her way, smiles, gives you guys a disgustingly wide smile.
Remind me, how were these enclosures closed?
Like a plexiglass.
Was it literally just a lid? Was there a lock?
Plexiglass box. And it's got the little fingies that you can poke in.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it has any opening, so you can only assume you would pull it up somehow to like take the cap off. Yeah.
Thank you.
So does anybody say anything to her, or just letting her?
I mean, if she keeps walking towards the boxes, I step in between her and the box, kind of just.
Okay.
I wave my hand at her, like, hey, that's good.
Oh, but he wanted me to show you.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to hear more about it, and
You can show me from right there. I have eyes. I can see.
Fair enough, then. I can see some of you don't appreciate what we're doing here. And she turns back to Philip, and whoever else is on that side.
We're cautious individuals.
I see.
Surely that's understandable.
Yes, you must forgive me.
Is there a pen on the desk?
A pen on... Yeah.
Pen or pencil?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
I picked the pen up and write paintball in the notebook. Just ready to give it to you.
Ready to give it to him, but you haven't yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
yes, I was just rather curious. You know, how do your I believe you had some bosses in Washington, right? Are they excited about your work?
bosses where?
Oh, in Washington and about far reaching, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, bosses. Such a terrestrial
Investor,
term.
venture capitalists, whatever you want to call them.
No, those aren't my bosses. Let me continue the story, that you better understand.
You said you were exposed 2 weeks ago, right?
Exactly, yes. Exposed. And here I am before you, healthy as can be. And she puts her head and waves towards the samples. Do you see these samples? They came from the stars. And people like you, and she turns her head over to Nolan. People like you tried to kill it. We kept it alive, though. And as I said before, we learned how to make it thrive. And now we're learning how to let it give us its gifts. Soon enough.
Many gifts, I'm sure.
Many gifts. It's unfounded. The kinds of things that are possible. I believe you know of McCaslin, and I think he's on a grand mission to speak to the greatest of its kind, maybe the maker of this grand gift. The secrets are vast and wonderful. We're on the verge of giving humanity the greatest possible gift. And she's starting to go on a tirade. You know what I mean? Like she's really getting herself worked up here.
And what do you call the greatest? We've heard various names. What is your name for it or them or he, she, they?
The greatest? You must be patient. You must be patient.
Very?
I will let you know. And you'll never forget when I let you know these things. Must be patient.
I see.
We're not talking about mere immortality. And she's looking and she turns over to David. As he well know, he's seen the cells. He's seen how they revive themselves. It's a physical connection with some kind, with the immortal intelligence of the old ones, the ancients. And you can see her just like, she's still looking normal, but her face is becoming crazed.
Okay. Just pure, like, she looks crazed, or there is actual, like, some sort of physical change?
She looks crazed, which is a physical change. Yeah, but not like
beyond the expression.
Yeah, just expression. Yeah, she's not pushing the bounds of the human limits, but she's close. It's a physical connection with the immortal intelligence of the old ones, the ancients from the stars. I want to spread it from person to person until the entire species is changed and elevated into its pure form of magnificence. Oh, it would be such a beautiful thing. And she looks down at you as she takes a big breath. McCaslin. Exposure. He's different. He was different. He's not like you or me.
He seemed a bit more sickly than you.
At first, I thought the same thing. Thought he wasn't gonna make it like the others. They got so sick and died and withered away. But with the right sustenance, he pulled through. Combining with that beautiful physical form of his, it awakened psychic talents they must lie dormant in most human brains.
Oh.
You know, now that I think about it, this could be the work of the old ones themselves. Maybe there's some kind of pre-human scientist who shaped the very course of life on Earth and the other realities entirely. We could just be their little subjects for all we know.
What'd she say again?
We could just be their little subjects for all we know.
These infamous star people, eh?
Exactly. Oh, what I would do to have a researcher like you on my team. You're so well learned already. You walk in here with such purpose, and yet I can see you mind bending bit by bit. You are interested.
Have you talked to these star people? Because I have, and I nod at Remy, and she has, and I don't think you have.
I must admit, you are correct in that I have, unfortunately, not worthy to talk to them. I find it beyond myself that I didn't know that you have or had, and yet you are before me. What did they say? I must know.
I don't think I think you're building them up to be something they're not. It's you seem to have a very romantic idea of what's happening here and what they want and what they're doing.
Yes. I suppose that could be one look, but you must understand, someone who's researched trying to cure cancer all my life, and all of a sudden here is the magic answer, this one thing that eradicates everything and revives dead cells. How could it not be magnificent and great? Someone who would create such a thing.
Doctor, sometimes the medicine is worse than the disease.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
You know that. We've seen that across time, across the ages. We've seen doctors try to do the impossible. And occasionally we invent amazing things, and other times we stumble.
Yes. You are right in that. You are right in that. However, you're only telling one half of the picture. The other half is the people who succeeded, and we bounded forward in our scientific knowledge. You
I'm
cannot
not sure
deny
that people
this.
with cancer would want to would take this cure if it meant they ended up like you and like the people we've seen in this town. And what's the point in living if you're not living? Being alive is not living.
Well, and how much of these foods do you have from the pit? Do you have enough for everyone? Because there have already been several folk in your town that are no longer with us because of it.
That is what research is for. That is what I'm saying. That is why we have these here. Trying to find another combination.
If you knew it was spreading and you knew who, McCaslin had it, you knew he was spreading it to other people, why wouldn't you get them in here to have your little...
Your further subjects?
Yeah, make them your further subjects and make them better and whole and fix them and all of that stuff. Like, why wouldn't you just have them be part of your research instead of letting them die?
They weren't strong enough, quite frankly. There's just some
But
mind.
you were?
I'm standing here before you.
What makes them not strong enough?
That is what we are here trying to find out.
Why didn't you try?
Well, quite. You walked in here. Here you are, barging in. There's people like you stopping my research.
How is that stopping your research? They were out there. They've been out there for weeks.
Everybody roll a POW test.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Your speech beat my saying of paintball.
My bad.
That's okay. POW or willpower?
POW.
41 under 50.
Okay.
14 under 70.
15 under 60.
41 under 85.
Okay. Who rolled under a 32? Okay,
I
and
think everybody but me, I think.
No, I think David and Remy, I think, rolled under a 32.
Yeah, I rolled a
Okay.
14.
Okay.
Come on.
This gets the desired results of what she wanted anyways. Remy and David both just kind of shut up and stand there. You have... I'll tell you what you have.
We rolled too well.
I guess so.
It's a opposed. So if it was under hers, because they're opposed, if it's under hers, she succeeds you, if that makes sense.
If both succeed and one's
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Both of you are motionless and insensate, with only automatic processes functioning. So that means you can't hear, feel, see, or move. You're just standing there. Automatic functions are going on. So you're breathing, but everything kind of winks out for you.
I'm breathing, but I have no senses,
Yeah, and you can't move.
and I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I have noticed this? I'm not. I mean, they were just walking and acting. I'm looking at both of them. They're in my field of view.
Both.
I mean, if they just go slack-jawed immediately,
I can do
that's
better
jarring.
than that. Both of you feel like
I was gonna say.
yeah. Both of you feel that pressure, that presence, that push on the edges of your mind, trying to weasel its way in. And you both, I guess you've been around long enough, or something similar has happened, or you just got lucky to the fact that you were able to push it away. So after that, she kind of looks at both of you, and she just like turns her back to David and Remy and continues talking to you, Philip.
Okay.
Okay.
So is she's facing Philip, and her back's to me.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So can I do Remy and do I think Remy and David are okay?
They don't seem to necessarily be in danger. You can tell, like, you could look at them and
But I mean,
they're
she
breathing.
stopped mid-speech.
But she did. She
like-
stopped mid-speech. Yeah.
Okay. I do the Hollywood thing, and I rack my rifle again, even though it's totally not necessary for it to fire, and I take a really loud step towards her again, trying to get her attention.
What do you want? I know you're not interested in this.
I'd like
As
you
soon as
to
she
make my
turns-
friend over there start talking again. Sorry, go ahead.
As soon as she turns, I open fire.
Okay, everybody roll initiative. Let's put us in here then.
I don't remember how to do that in this game.
It's easy. I'll do it for you. I'll tell you. It's not, you don't actually roll. It's just your dex.
Oh,
I think my dex is pretty bad.
10.
Mine's super mediocre.
Okay.
I have
So
55 for my dex on my sheet. I think that's what you should have, right?
it's the flat. It's just like 14, 12, 10, 10, 10.
Oh, I have 11 then. Never mind.
Yeah.
10.
You have 11? We must...
On my sheet, I have 14, 11, 11. It's my first three. This is an old sheet. What do you have?
Nolan, I have you at 10 for dex. 11 strength, 15 con, dex 10, int 12, pow 14, chaw 9.
Yeah, that's way skewed from mine. My strength should be a lot higher. It doesn't matter. 10 for dex is fine. We'll fix the rest later.
That's
This won't be a
almost
problem.
exactly what mine is.
Well,
The only
we're-
thing that was different
put you
was
at
Cha,
11.
which was 10.
We'll put you at 11 because it makes things
No.
easier anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm 11, 15, 10, 12, 14, 10 instead of 9. But the
Mine's
others were-
12.
Okay.
Does that match what you have?
It does. It does. David 14, Philip 12, Nolan 11, my creature at 10, and Remy at 10. I do not know how to resolve it, so right now, to keep things moving, I'm putting my creature last. Go ahead and make your shot.
I'm really glad that we used Dex because I rolled a 1.
Yeah, I'm like, don't worry about that. It's just flat. I shouldn't have said roll. I'm so used to saying roll initiative. This is literally our third time we've done combat.
I know, right?
So,
Yeah. So,
and we're gonna play fast and loose. So,
yep. See what happens.
That's
But-
the best way to play.
fast and loose.
And of course,
Okay.
I'm standing here like this.
Yeah.
So, 49 under 70.
To hit. Okay. Roll.
Yep.
Roll damage.
And then it's 1d12. Okay. Poop. It rolled from 10 to 6. 6. Because there's no pluses, right? There's a plus on melee.
Yeah. There's no pluses.
It's funny, my unarmed is -1.
Well, yeah. That's why there's a plus on unarmed, but nothing else.
So 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Hang on.
And I think remind me, like, there's less specifics about turns, right? It's just sort of you can do a thing.
It's an action, and I get to determine what is an action. Yeah, that's pretty much
But it's
it.
like, it's not movement, action, bonus action. Like,
Everybody can move for 5-ish feet without an action, and if you move more than that, it's your action, pretty much.
how close were they behind me?
I mean, all of y'all are like near on. Hang on, I'm gonna step away. You're not any further than this from her, so. And then I was imagining David on the other side this far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought when we moved up, the three of us were here and Nolan was on the other side. Or okay, all good. I thought they were behind me. Fine.
Yeah,
Cool.
you're alone on one side, and the three of them are on the other side, and she's in the middle.
Okay.
And it is
Alright.
so you took your shot for 6. Okay, and I was looking up something on my end because okay. So yeah, you shoot her. Was it a shotgun or what'd you have in your hand?
That was my scar.
Scar. Okay, so you just tap. You see it just kind of rip into her shoulder, and she's like, ah! And she looks at you just completely betrayed, and all that happiness.
Before she says anything, I'm like, that wasn't very nice.
Oh, you don't even get a chance. It's David's turn now. She's shot. It's David's turn. So what are you doing, David?
A zombie.
Oh yeah, roll POW.
David stabs her with a pin in the eye.
56 under, 54 under 60.
All right. You beat her by 4. So you are out of that, but that is your turn this time, breaking out.
Yep.
Roll San.
Mental grapple.
I don't want to do that.
If you get out of here without at least one disorder, I'm going to be just exceptionally glad and amazed at the look.
He's thinking about it.
8.
There we go. That's what we're talking about. All right. You take 1 sand damage.
No.
You get a check mark.
You get a check mark for helplessness.
Hey, on the bright side, you might become numb to helplessness. That's 2 check marks, right?
We'll say it's helplessness. Next time it's going to be unnatural if she does this shit again. But yeah, it should be unnatural, but it's fine. Helplessness, already said it.
Oh.
So
I assumed being unable to move was helpless.
That's why I said it too. Okay. So David, that is your turn. Philip, is your turn again.
Oh, my turn again. Well,
It's like surprise round.
Yeah.
God damn. Nope. With 79 over 70.
Okay.
79 over 71.
Okay. You fire at her, and she just kind of looks at you, and you see that she kind of like flickers when you shoot at her, and the bullets kind of go right through and don't even hurt her. And immediately you smell that smell that you smelled before in the back of your car when you opened up that bag with the missing cassette tape.
What was that smell again?
Ozone.
Space, ozone, yeah.
Fun.
Nolan, it is your turn. She is not looking at you.
Can you shoot for headshots at disadvantage for more damage? I don't know how that works.
You can, but I don't know if it actually gives you more damage. I know it's a called shot. Let me pull up my sheet.
Why
I
would
don't
I do
remember
it?
how cold shot works. I know you can aim for a round to get like a plus 20.
You can aim for a round to hit, but you're hit so high already.
Yeah, I wanted to
But
get
I
more
think there
damage.
is a cold shot. I just don't remember the rules about it.
Yeah, so let me finish. The called shot would be to like knock something out of somebody's hand, or you want to shoot a rope and break it to drop something, that kind of stuff.
Okay, never mind then. I'll just do a normal shot. I just wanted more damage.
Yeah.
22 under 70. So
Okay.
crit.
22 under 70. Roll that damage.
Before I roll damage, can I say that I took one step to put an angle, so I'm not shooting at
Of course.
Philip? It doesn't matter because I didn't
Yes.
miss. But
You
I take one
innately
step.
do that, like it's your
Yeah.
training. You're not going to fire at your buddy across the way there.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
10.
Crossfire's fun.
You use Remy's
I roll
head
it.
as a balance.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
22 to hit, 10 for damage.
10 for damage. Okay. Perfect.
Is it double? What do we do on crit? Do we do anything on crits?
It is double damage, and you just double it. You don't roll again. So that is a 20
damage.
20 damage. Okay. So you slide over, and you just go, and it just goes straight into her head, and she falls down to the floor, bleeding out, dead.
Okay.
David,
So
we
is
need
combat
to-
over?
Yeah. Remy, you're
Okay.
still standing there.
Can I, before, my first thought is she okay? My second thought is, David, don't we need to do something with this body?
What? Yeah. We need to burn it.
Remy, roll
Is
a
there
pal.
anything in here that looks...
I toss a
Remotely.
phosphorus grenade because I had one on my belt. I toss it to you.
We
Can
probably need to
I
burn
use
this
this thing
entire
here
room.
without killing everyone?
Yeah, you can. I can roll for it if you want me to, Zach. But I thought as long as you're talking about placing it on the body, there's gonna be collateral damage, but you're not gonna burn the whole lab down.
Is
I
it gonna...
mean,
Well,
I'm
okay.
sure Philip has a better understanding. Like,
Yeah.
can we stay in the room with it? Do we need to leave?
I would say back the fuck up and make sure you can get out of the room safely. If it's going to bust out your electronics, you're not going to be able to get out of the airlock.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
I assume Philip is generally going to know about this, even if he doesn't know.
In the airlock, you'll be fine.
So there's not there's it's something I know,
Mhm.
and just because I've looked it up, but Nolan would know as well with my scores. I think there's not much shrapnel to these at all. There's not really collateral damage to them. It's extremely hot, but
And
there's not really like a
smoke.
shrapnel explosion.
It's
yeah,
going to be
no,
very nasty.
Sure, no, we don't
Yeah.
want to be in there, but
Yeah.
I was confused with. I don't think this is going to throw shrapnel and disable electronics.
Okay.
Hey, it's up to you though. I'm
No,
just saying,
I like.
That's
I
not
don't have
how
the knowledge, so
Okay.
Remy,
What's like?
let me solve this. Remy, roll pal.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm just trying to say it.
Oh, baby.
I was going with the other.
I wanted to. She's just sitting there silently, like, oh, what? Come on, let me out. Okay.
87 over 70.
All right. We'll come back to you in a minute.
Better than 88.
Unless someone else does something with you. So, okay.
Well, I was gonna go shake
me
her,
up.
but I wanted to deal with this first. So,
Okay.
Either I or asking him range, like, is it gonna burn her like a 5-foot circle on her, or 10 foot, 1 foot?
I'm thinking
I would
like
What's
say-
our?
I think it's at least 5 to 10 feet. It's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty big. Circle.
it's gonna spread, too.
David, should we use a hazmat suit and move her closer to that so we can burn those at the same time?
We need to burn that whole station all the way down.
This would go through the plastic and then get it, right? Right, Nolan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Acrylic.
100%.
Nolan, at this point, you see her body begin to bloat with your alertness. You can see her body kind of.
Shit.
Okay. I yell at Philip and tell him to back away. And I guess if I'm still close to Remy and she hasn't moved yet, I just throw her over my shoulder and fire him in the carrier and run towards the airlock.
Okay. All right. You run towards the airlock.
I'm as far away as I can get in whatever time I have.
Everybody roll. Let's roll a group luck check. And I'll roll too, and I won't tell you the results.
That's D100, right?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll luck if I'm incapacitated, basically?
I mean, your luck could help. It's up to you.
I know.
I don't. Yes, you need to roll because it's only in favor if you roll. Because, yeah, it's
That's a
only in.
63.
51.
Oh, 2
53.
fails. 53. And what did you get? No?
Luck was not on our side
Luck
this
was not
time.
on your side. All right.
You have inspiration.
I do have inspiration, yes?
Yeah, do it.
Better.
43, which
Okay.
is way better than 88.
Okay.
Critical.
So I guess what was going on is so Nolan was slowed down by Remy over his shoulder. David is slow. Philip dives in ahead of you guys as this explosion of the body goes off and gas, just nasty spores just billow out of her body, and you're like, what the like, where is this coming from? Yeah. What else you guys do? as this room is filling with spores.
So are we in the airlock?
where did
Yeah,
we-
everybody's made it in. Everybody's made it in at this point. But she exploded before everybody made it in.
Okay. I put.
Are they
I want-
visible spores?
Yeah, it's nasty looking.
Do I see any on myself or the others?
Well, in a cloud it's visible, but it's not visible like if you just look down at yourself. Does that make sense?
Okay. That's why I was asking if they were visible spores.
It's not like mushroom spores.
Yeah.
Where they
That's why I was. I didn't know if
go
talking
get
like
the
a
law.
dandelion or just a cloud of stuff that dissipates and there's no physical stuff that's visible.
Yeah. Yep.
So I put Remy down and say I'm gonna go get the law, and start making my way back to the exit.
Yeah, I mean we like.
Before you shoot it, we need to get her computer.
I'm already gone. I didn't hear you. I put Remy down and I'm running, just
Okay.
hoofing it.
All right.
And hopefully we're not in here when he shoots it.
Hopefully he'll wait at least that long. Let's go. And I'm gonna go to each of those offices. Or
You
are
know
the
he's
offices
military, right?
the closest one to that back airlock?
You're gonna go. Hang on, I'm looking at my sheet here. The last one on the way out.
So there was like that little hall next to the door, and that had the security office. You said the offices of like the doctors was like down that
Yeah.
row of.
on the other
So like
side.
I'm
of
gonna
where
try
you
those
are.
handles as I go towards the front door.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You tried the first one. No luck. But the second one it says
If they're locked, I'm moving on.
the second one it says Dr. McCaslin, and it opens right up for you.
At a quick glance, is there any fungal bullshit in here?
No.
Is there a laptop? Or-
Yes. There's a laptop
Grabbing-
and like a notebook on top of it.
I'm
Grab
tapping
those.
Remy, trying to wake her up.
Okay.
Hey,
So are
in
you
there?
you're like shaking her? Did you take Remy?
Yeah.
Nolan?
No,
he
I
said
I
he
left
set
her down
and then went
because
to
I
the
wanted
law,
to sprint
actually.
as fast as I could. Yeah. So I left her in the airlock with them.
Okay. Yeah, give her
I
give her a
assume
good
maybe
smack.
between us. Maybe he's patting her on the cheek while I'm doing stuff.
Oh, you left. And he's
Sure.
so you like smack her? What are you doing to her?
Yeah, not very hard because I don't want to hurt her, but yeah, I'm trying to get her to regain consciousness.
Okay, he smacks you. Roll POW plus 20 or minus 20. It benefits you. It's so hard to put in my head.
plus 20 either on here or minus on the paper. It doesn't matter.
Either way, yes.
I know what you mean.
Yes. Wait, no, that doesn't help.
So that's 52.
So it's 52 under 70.
There you go. And he slaps you, and you wake up, and you had no idea what happened. The last thing you know happened was when you were yelling at her.
Yeah, I did the same thing. They shot her and she went poof. She's now a sport pilot.
Ew. Oh.
Yeah, we didn't make it out of there in
Yeah.
time either, so we probably are. Well, you're probably infected now.
Mm.
And Nolan is going to get the law.
And Philip's headed to the front door.
Philip, I don't know. He's just took off. We need to get her computer just so we can have some information from whatever.
Well, I mean, you said something about the computer. I would have been like on it or something when I left.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. So you guys walk out with those things. You see.
I
Are
would
they
have
outside
stopped.
yet?
Like I said, I was checking all those offices. So if hers was open, if I'll either grab that notebook, and if there's a laptop, I'll
Yep.
grab it too.
No laptop, but they have that notebook.
Okay.
you
Were any
guys-
of the other rooms open?
Nope.
Okay.
You guys make your way outside. You see.
Hold
Nolan.
on a second. I look at Remy. Should we get the guards out?
They're in.
Nah.
As soon as you say that, they're in a storage room with that.
You were
wish we
gone. I
could.
was talking to her.
There.
Oh, I assumed we were all out front now. Never mind.
No, I was thinking as when her were leaving the airlock.
No, I would say no because they might be test subjects too. I'd say no. Just don't worry about
Okay.
it.
How long has this been since I left Remy and placed her?
It's less than a minute.
Okay. I'm standing at the car, standing at the car, I guess, because we parked pretty close. and I have the.
I would have waited on them or gone to get them out of the airlock if they weren't already by the time I got those two rooms.
Yeah, so minute and a half, you guys get out, and you see fucking Nolan out there, literally a rocket sitting on your shoulder as they're walking towards you.
It's pointed at the building. It's as I can roll. I'm gonna fire it literally as soon as I know they're outside the radius.
Wait a second. Let's break the glass first.
It can penetrate fairly easily. If you guys want to break
Just
it,
want to make sure.
I can't stop you. Did you break the glass on the way out? I wouldn't.
I don't have a gun or any weapon whatsoever, so I can't break shit.
If you say that, I'll turn around and use my silenced weapon to shoot the. I mean, knowing the building now, if he fires on what I guess it was like the left side of the building, was that the lab?
That's it.
So, yeah, I would just go over there and fire to give him a window that would hopefully break enough to.
Okay. And this is going to be heavy weapons, I believe. Yeah, there's a rocket.
Let me pull up. I left the room. What's my sheet? I'm sorry. I don't have
so
my
heavy
iPad.
weapons is a 40. So before you do that, let me do a quick, if you don't mind taking a minute for me to look this up. It's like, so demo to me is like grenades and explosives and stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure I get it right because there's a big difference between your heavy weapons and just your straight up like shooting. Well, so
I think we could. We can do it. Yeah, go and do it. To me, it would be like an average of the two. You have to you have to aim. You have to understand how the weapon works because there's nothing for it to lock onto. Like I'm aiming it. There's not like a heat signature or something that it's going to be guided to it. So, but I agree with you. I would think this falls
like a machine gun, Zach.
Yes, that's why I want to. But in my head, like literally, a rocket is not. It's a different skill than shooting a gun. Yeah, it's a different skill than shooting a gun.
It's still heavy. Rocket-propelled grenade launchers are under heavy weapons, but anti-tank guided missiles are under artillery.
Because it's guided.
Yeah.
This won't be a guided shot though. You can turn that off on the weapon. I'm literally just gonna point it.
Take a turn to aim thing then.
So yes, you can do that, and also it's a fucking building. So it. I'm gonna.
Like I gave him a target to get it in where we want it to be.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
So let me look here. 1 second. I'm looking.
Wait. Hold on. I'll break character for a second. Are we saying I have a Nikita from Metal Gear Solid? Because that's not what a law is.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Are you saying I can guide this rocket and pilot it?
No. I didn't say that.
Oh. Okay.
He was talking about the artillery skills. Jason mentioned missiles.
I thought you meant this was like a Nikita from Metal Gear Solid, and I was gonna drive this rocket down someone's throat. I was like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. No. So here's what you can do. You can take literally a few seconds, aim it, gives you plus 20. Also, it's a fucking building, so you get another plus 20. So you get a plus 40 to this. Well, what's just that would be like a minus 40.
Yeah.
So
and we're gonna use my heavy weapon score. Or
yes.
What?
Yes. Yeah. So you need to get under an 80.
Okay. So Chad, or sorry, Phil.
Gonna take a minute?
No.
He said a few seconds.
A few seconds.
Oh. I was like, wait, I thought it was one turn.
So you broke the windows. I know what I'm shooting at. So are they clear? Are they clear of what I know the blast radius to be?
They're running towards you as you're aiming, and they pass you right as you finish aiming.
Okay, as soon as they pass me, I pull the trigger, and I rolled a 43 under 80.
Hell yeah! So.
And I hear the swish, and I turn and look.
You see the beautiful flames igniting outside the
back.
back.
I explicitly don't look at the explosion as I walk to the car door.
You see as he nails it straight through that broken hole. Thump. And a second goes by, and then the top of the building blows out, and the windows blow out, and the fire ignites what's inside. Pretty awesome.
Can I tell? Can I survey it? I'm not going to go inside, but am I reasonably sure with having shot a couple of these in my day that it worked well? Like it didn't. Oh, it looks how I expected it to look.
It did the trick. It definitely did the
trick.
Didn't
look like a dud.
Definitely not. If anything, someone had juiced that one up a little bit.
Oh baby, they overclocked it.
Yep, it's been an overclocked RPG.
Okay. As soon as that happens, I put actually, do we have? Sorry, I don't remember. You'll have to. Do we have more than one rocket for this?
It was just one.
Two?
Just one. It was just.
Four? What?
I can go in the notes, but it wasn't. It was one and maybe one other outside of it, but I don't think so.
I think it was just.
I
one.
thought it was
Yeah.
at least two in the because I remember you talking about it being in a separate
Well,
case.
we don't have to debate it. We can just literally go look. So.
No, I'm explaining why I thought that. I'm not like. Yeah.
If it's, I can just tell you my actions. If there's not a rocket left, I'm gonna discard it. If there's one left, I'll bring it with me.
Oh damn, we don't have a loot thing. We have a handouts thing.
Hold on, I made notes.
Okay.
I'm reading.
I know I posted it too. Here it is. 6 thermite grenades.
One fully operational law rocket.
Yeah, that's it. Just one.
Okay, I discard it then. I just drop it and run back to the vehicle to get in with the 3 of them.
No questioning what caused this shit. Drop it down.
Nope.
Hop in the car.
Give a shit.
As he drops it, I'm like, fingerprints, bro. And I chuck it in the back of the car.
I wave my gloved hands at him. Gloves, bro. Just keep running to the car.
I still throw it in the back.
Okay. All right. What are you guys doing?
I guess if you threw something in the back, I'm gonna jump in the driver's seat. I'm driving, and I'm waiting for everybody to get in the car.
Yeah, I mean, I was literally just going to chuck it in where you had open the thing to get it out, and I would...
I'm going to pull out some sort of hoodie or jacket or something and put it over myself because of spore exposure.
Okay.
Just so it's not getting everywhere in the car.
Okay. Also
And
roll sand.
I recommend that to the others too. I throw them stuff.
Okay. Also roll sand because didn't when you broke out. Actually, everybody go ahead and roll sand. Everybody that was in the room when she exploded, roll sand.
I thought we did.
Jason already did.
Not Jason did for himself.
Yeah.
That
So I'm gonna roll twice.
Remy didn't for being stunned, and everybody but Philip needs to roll sand again.
Okay, I rolled a 26 under 76 for my breakout sand.
Okay, so that's just one.
So it's the crit failed.
70,
No.
75. Good thing I waited.
71. That's tied my sand, right? I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
The next one is a 60 under 75.
Okay, you're good too. And David, you crit failed your sand?
Yep.
Get
Damn,
some.
dude.
All right. I lost my... Where's my fucking dice? Oh. What'd you do? Oh, here it is. Okay, found it. All right, that's 4 sand damage. Which I believe is going to put you under. That puts you at 51, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at bonds.
Yep. You got 4, right, as a scientist?
Yep.
Yay!
I'm gonna throw it off to one of the bonds.
Okay. Let's do the thing. You have to
roll the d4.
Yeah.
And then subtract it from both. Well, I guess you can go pee.
I'm sorry.
Do not
Jeez.
go pee at this moment.
So selfish.
I throw a
waiting.
bottle.
We're
I
doing
throw
it
a
the
bottle
same.
in the back of the car and hit Remy in the head with it. There you go.
Ghost.
Okay, so what'd you roll? A 2. Okay, so reduce willpower and your bond by 2.
But you only take 2 damage.
Yep.
You undid your crit. Fail.
So you're at 53.
Nope, I'm at 52, which is my breaking point.
Oh, you're still at 52? Okay. I didn't get your
Wait,
other.
you said
I didn't get his
51.
one. I didn't get his other one.
Yep.
Yep. 52 breaking point. So at this point, I'm clicking the reset button on your breaking point. Okay, so don't click it. That now your new breaking point is 40. Good thing she's going P, because now we have to pull out the sheets, and I'm going to give you some options. Okay. So you have some options here. That was unnatural. So unless you can think of something better, do you have your agent's handout PDF?
Yeah.
It's on page 72. There is samples of disorders from the unnatural. So we have depression, enclosure-related phobia, obsession, depression, depersonalization disorder, amnesia. There's a megalomania, paranoia, sleep disorder. There's a bunch of them in there.
By the way, I listened the whole time I was gone.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah, we do stream this one. I forgot. It's just an automatic thing now. I don't even think about it. I just click it, and then we just do our thing.
Well, that's why I'm like, okay, you guys are going to talk about
Yeah.
stuff.
We're going to talk about Amy now. She's gone. Everybody quick.
Yeah, right.
Everybody cried because he left. So right now, you know that he's looking at that page. Did you get that up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go to page 70 and 71 to look at depression and dissociative. See if those have anything cool. It looks like all of them have a pretty nasty negative, for the most part. And I can find a table if you want to just roll on it, if you'd rather do that and make it easy.
One second.
Amnesia is the most common from unnatural. That's interesting.
Because you block out the event.
Yeah, I was gonna say that actually kind of makes sense. You're like trying to forget it, and it's, I don't know, trauma. You can't control it exactly.
Quit trying to min-max, Chad. That one doesn't have any negatives.
Other than not remembering the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't remember all the cool information we just picked up.
Dude, you guys didn't even get it all. You shot her.
I'm sorry, I'm so good at my
Shot her.
job.
Shot
I have
her
one
dead.
job, is to kill things.
Man.
I'm good at it.
Who knows?
She just fucked with us.
She didn't hurt anybody.
She would have. I was gonna shoot her if Chad didn't.
I was I thought as soon as you said she's facing away from you, it was gonna be I put one square in her back.
Put one square in her back. So untrusting.
I was trying to distract her, and I was kind of banking on either you shooting when she's distracted, or if she had turned back around and you hadn't shot, I would have shot her in the back. So she was screwed either way.
Yeah, I wasn't taking the chance of whatever happened to that I resisted, because I didn't know what happened to them, but I knew I resisted it.
Mm-hmm. No,
I
you
wouldn't
definitely
fuck around
felt
with
something going on.
I thought she was
I
going
was-
to try to open the boxes. That's why I stepped in the way. I wasn't even trying to
Yep.
be funny. I thought she was going to try to
Me
like
and you
supercharge the spores or some shit.
I'm
Well,
gonna
and she
take
kept
sleep
saying
disorder.
like you wanted to see the children.
Well, let's see. What are you saying, Jason?
Sleep disorder.
Sleep disorder. Okay, I don't have that one up. 71. Okay, so that one is every
You have to
time
make a sand sleep
your agent tries to sleep, make a sand test. If it fails, your agent wakes up repeatedly in terror and loses the probability of resting or regaining any willpower points for 24 hours. I think that one's excellent. I think that one is excellent.
Are these permanent? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes. I think you can go to like a therapist or something and try to resolve this, but that's outside of the
Yeah.
the in-between thing. Also, are you sure you want to take that one? Because I think you're already taking willpower damage from your current state.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
We are.
Not you. He is.
Not us.
Oh.
Infected.
Okay. Cool. You guys hop in the car. David looks distraught. Remy pulls the jacket over her, tells everybody to fucking cover up.
It ain't gonna matter. We're gonna torch this thing anyways.
So I'm driving with my knees tearing out towards the location of that rock, trying to pull a hoodie over my eyes.
So you guys are headed on the trip towards the.
That's what we planned on doing, and at this point, I'm just in automatic mode. So that's where I would start driving towards.
As soon as I catch my breath, I'm like, Nolan. Number one, slow down. The last thing we need is a fucking to get pulled over by one of these jokels.
I look at you with my head inside the hoodie. I can't see anything. You see an arm flapping at you, like, huh? What'd you say?
I reach over and grab the steering wheel to steady it until he gets his damn hoodie on.
Roll a luck check.
Do it.
Said roll a luck check.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
I flip the car. We all die.
You said luck?
Yeah.
I'm not lucky.
All right.
A3.
All right. Nolan, roll me a drive check.
Yes, sir. Stand by. I have a
I don't know why you
19.
took my skill.
What'd you get?
19. I think I have a 20, right?
Yeah.
You're
You're pulling. Yeah, you're good. You're pulling your hoodie on, not looking at the road, playing, driving with your knees, and Philip goes over there and yanks on the wheel, and I don't know what you say to him. At this point, what do you say to him?
I'm like, hey, whoa, I'm okay. It was just a joke.
Yeah, you could see you grabbing the wheel, and he's pulling back with his knee at the same time, and you guys, the whole car kind of careens to the left, and then you readjust it with your left knee, and as you're putting your hoodie on, you're just like, okay, look, and you put it on, and you just you put your hands in your lap, and you continue driving as you straighten out with your knees, and you just kind of look over at Philip like, dude.
And I'm the dangerous one.
It's a useless skill I learned. I mean, what do you think we actually drive military vehicles properly?
Yeah, well, this is a fucking rent-a-car.
Oh, you want your deposit back? I'm sorry.
That's not happening.
I got the deposit. I just don't know whether idiots have driven it.
So let me go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was gonna ask them because I started driving us towards there. I was gonna reaffirm, say that I think we don't really have time to waste, and we should go towards the Devil's Dick or whatever the rock's called. But I'm open to objections if someone has a good one.
What did we glean from that? I haven't had time to think about it.
We know he's on the way to meet the master or whatever she called it. The original. I don't. She had a word.
Presumably after the star person contact, which matches up with what the pre-Indian aliens apparently told these fellow project people 20, 40, whatever years ago. Is there anything she said that we give a cat? Shit, man. Okay, the pit, whether it's now or later, you're going to have to blow that goddamn thing up too.
Blow a pit of water up. But I kind of look at you as we're driving normally now, but I kind of look at you. I'm like, how do you want me to blow a giant pit of water up?
That's why I'm telling you that whether it's now or later or whatever resources we need to, I don't care if we've got to go find some farmer and get a shitload of ammonia. We got to blow that thing sky high. She said they have one growing there. That thing, whatever was glowing that he found, that's more of that shit.
Can we encase it in concrete?
We'd have to get it. The problem is getting to it.
I mean,
it's sheer cliffs, 50. Oh, it's 150 feet underwater. Well, yeah. I mean, we need a lot of that, but we can't even get to it. Remember? Because I asked if I could dive to it. You'd need scuba gear and training to get to it. You can't see through the water.
David, is anything that's in that pit flammable? Are those heavy metals or chemicals or oils?
Nope.
I'll just let you know. No, it's not. No.
I don't know. We've got to neutralize that somehow. I don't know what it's going to take. Like, I don't know if we have to fucking drive this car, put a brick on the accelerator, fill it full of, 55-gallon drum of gas. Whatever we got to do, we got to do something there.
How big was is the pit too big to destabilize? Like the walls of it?
The pit's like a mile. Like it's huge.
That's what I thought.
It's
Okay.
way too. Yeah. Like the idea of blowing up the pit is impossible.
Well,
we all live in the yellow submarine.
Yeah, if you have a submarine handy, we can do it, man. What about a chemical burn though? Not a burn literally. I'm not saying set it on fire, but if blowing it up's not an option, can we poison it? I'm asking, I guess David or Remy, because I don't know how to. Like, A, is that possible, and B, how hard would it be to get the components to do it, given how much water we think we don't know, but we can estimate how much water's in there.
I'm just gonna let you know, but because you're not at your computer, so you probably can't get DMs and stuff easy. You have the solution in your inventory.
I don't have a DM from you.
I know, I didn't do it because I know it'd be hard.
Thermite grenades? That's the only thing I have in my inventory.
Yep.
If you're telling me it'll work, I would like for you to explain to me out of character how it would work, because I'm confused. Nolan would know, but Mike doesn't.
Use what you have on it to burn it up inside the water. It will destroy it.
How do we get? I thought you told me last time.
Getting to it's the hard part, but you can destroy it. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah. Okay.
And you would know that with your demo knowledge too. We got the thing.
Let's rewind and I'll offer that to the group. Let's pretend this didn't happen, because I didn't think about that, to be perfectly honest. So I bring that up and I say this will do it. The thermite we have, because we have 3 or 4 grenades left. We have at least 3, maybe 4.
I think you have, if not more. I only think you used 1. I guess you only used 1, so you have 5.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have a bunch of grenades. That'll burn it. And it'll work underwater. The question is, how do we get to it? Because
can I get another drone?
Oh, do you have any drone friends up here, David?
I start looking on Amazon.
Surely there's a hobbyist store that would have a drone.
I mean, you guys have a fucking 8-hour drive to go to the Devil's Tower, so you guys want to take care of this on the way back, or what is more important to you guys at this very moment?
We're going to. I still say we're going to Devil's Tower, but we need to prep, like Philip said. I agree with him. We need to prep and be able to take care of this as soon as we get back.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be 11:30 at night right now. So it's up to you. I mean, how you guys want to move forward. Do you want to wrap up what you can wrap up in Helena before you leave? Or do you want to drive out to the Devil's Tower and do whatever you think is there to do there, and then drive back to finish this up, and then you still have to go home? It's up to you guys.
This 8-hour drive, where is it to again, generally speaking?
Devil's Tower.
Is Devil's Tower near another city? Is it 8 hours in the wilderness?
It's pretty much nowhere. You're going to go through a bunch of reservation land at the bottom of Montana, and then you hit the very tip right corner of Wyoming.
So I guess a better question is, if we're going there and hopefully flying home afterwards because no one's dead and not insane and whatever, I mean, are we coming back here to fly out, or is there something that's not 8 hours away?
That's not me. That's you guys. That's not me. That's why I was just asking you what you guys want to do.
Okay, I'll look it up.
I thought you were asking if you had to come back to fly. That's why I was saying that's not me. I don't know what you guys want to do.
Yeah, he was asking, is there somewhere to fly out of closer to the Devil's Tower?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, this is America. There's definitely more stuff closer than every 8 hours.
That's why I was asking, how in the middle of nowhere are we talking?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know if it was 20 minutes away from the town.
No, so it sounds like he answered both your questions. It's nowhere near any town, but we can get to an airport that's closer Like, an airport doesn't necessarily mean a town, especially not out west.
Yeah.
It can be just,
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
And I'll let you know in a
so
second.
it's,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've just intentionally not been Googling. That's what I was asking.
Closest one is 2 hours away, and that is further away from Montana. So you have Helena, then you have Devil's Tower, and then the closest airport from Devil's Tower is 2 hours this direction.
Okay. Do we...
Damn, it really is in the middle of nowhere.
What's everybody think? Okay, I see two options here. One, we feel that the mission to get to Mr. McCaslin is time sensitive enough that we have to drive now. We hope we get there before him or find him and incapacitate him in some way, shape, or form. Or do we try to find some way to get your explosive there, take care of that thing, so we don't have to come anywhere the fuck near Helen, Montana, hopefully ever again?
I think we have to go after him first, because for all we know, he's summoning some Metroid mother brain thing, and maybe he's already doing it. We don't know. I think if we dick around, because we're gonna have to find a drone here. There's not an Amazon warehouse. We're gonna have to find something to lift this thing
I'm assuming
down.
there's a hobbyist shop of some kind that would have one.
It's still going to take time. My point, though, it's still going to take time to plan. We're going to have to hope they have the materials and acquire them. I mean, he has a huge head start already.
He does, and I guess that's why I'm like, should we take care of this so we don't have to come back?
But if we
because
don't,
he already has a head start.
My point is, if he wins, maybe we all lose, like everyone, not just us four. Like,
Zach,
there's.
I know we've covered this. I apologize. This is now day.
This is the third day. This is the third day.
Thursday, October 9th, late at night.
Yep.
We got here on the 6th.
Yes.
He died. Fuck, when did he die?
I mean, I can pull it up and tell you if you need to know. On the 1st. Yeah, on the 1st.
He was dead 6 days ago when we talked to What's-Her-Face.
Yep.
So it's now, that was the 6th, right? Or the 6th was when we arrived?
Yeah, 6th is when we arrived.
You arrived on the 7th. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, the 7th counts as day 1, 8th counts as day 2, and the 9th is today that counts as day 3. And you have 30 minutes left of day 3.
on the... Shit. So we flew out the morning of the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
We talked to her whenever on the 6th. Right?
How could... Who? Talk to who?
Emily.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So 6 days before that is either the 31st or 30th. 30th, I guess, of September, right?
I'm telling you he died on the 1st. So, but yes.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear that. I was counting. And somewhere, what did Deputy Jacobs tell me?
Deputy
Hayes.
I'm Deputy Jacobs.
Well, no, Deputy Hayes told me, when was the video?
I think he wants to know how many days has he been traveling towards Devil's Rock.
Yeah, I'm trying to... We know where he was on X day.
One day.
You have no idea.
Because we lost track of it this morning. So when we lost track of the tape.
Do what?
Okay.
We lost track of the tape this morning.
I mean...
I think what Chad's asking is what date was the tape recorded?
Yeah, sorry, the videotape, not the Star People tape.
Okay.
I think we're saying...
Keep going.
Oh, for that one was 7 days before he died.
So we'll say the 23rd, 24th.
So we're assuming he's the one that took the tape and he only has a days ahead of us, as opposed to a week.
We have no evidence to point towards when he left. Period. It's a guess at best.
Someone took the tape. At this point, it was either an entity, him or her. It seems like, right?
Yeah. No, I would agree.
We don't have any reason to expect anyone else.
It would have been the last 24 hours.
Whatever she did had the same smell. Did you notice that, Nolan?
I was in the room, so I'm assuming I would have if I was close enough.
Yeah,
I was in the room when the other one happened.
Yeah, you were shooting her next or whatever, so.
So, and I don't know if you caught this, she said my name when I got to her room.
I wasn't listening on no, I didn't.
So, I was transmitting, I didn't really know. I get it's with being a throat mic, yeah, you wouldn't have been hearing her shit. So she knew my name. It's entirely possible he has a week on us. I hope that's not the case.
But he could also only have a day. So
he could also only have a day.
Regardless, he's probably already there.
I mean, he's at least in the vicinity.
I think
there's no doubt in my mind.
He needed the tape. He needed the song.
Oh, that's right. The song was on the tape, wasn't it?
That's a reasonable assumption. So assuming he stole a car, he got there 16 hours ago ish. If he floored it,
I mean, hell, he had a car, right?
Okay, so he got there between 12 and 16 hours ago. Was my point. He got a car somehow. It only takes 8 hours to get there, so
right.
We can between 12 to 16 hours ago, depending on how he drove, maybe around there is an estimation. He got it. I mean,
I'm on board with us continuing. It means we got a long trip back here afterwards.
It does, but
I hate to tell you, but I don't want to go back until we're cleared of this damn bug.
That's fair too.
What do you mean clear of the bug, David? I don't understand. You mean cured?
At least it dying in our system.
Okay. I mean, we can. I see a lot of value in. I see what you're saying in cleaning up loose ends, so we don't have to come back here. But the pit is on the edge of town. We could get to it sort of clandestinely if we needed to. I don't think people would know we're back necessarily. I mean, one of us would maybe have to go into town to get the supplies. To me, if I put it, there's a big risk that thing in the pit, for all we know, it's like 1 minute away from gestating and we're dead. Worst case, it's about to pop out, right? But I think it's a much bigger risk for this dude has been there for half a day. He's doing some incantation. I mean, for all we know, based on what this crazy bitch was saying, if he succeeds, maybe the world ends. I mean, maybe not, but who fucking knows, man? Like the stuff Remy and I saw was not good.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I just wanted us to talk it out.
Yeah. And Remy, what were you wanting to say?
Is if we are going to the Devil's Tower, I would be helping whoever scoured notes that Philip took out of both offices to try to find out whatever this cure was, because there's got to be a note of it somewhere. Just hoping it's in whatever they took.
Okay.
Because we didn't see anything about it in the lab.
Mm-mm.
I mean, we have 2 notebooks and a laptop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, we have 2 laptops.
Mm-hmm.
So can you and David look at them, and then Philip, I can switch off for you in 4 hours. I can drive the whole way, but to try and make sure everyone's as rested as possible, especially since we just did a very stressful thing, we can split the drive in half. If Remy and David, if you guys are good with looking alone, or maybe you can look while you're, I don't know. I think it's up to y'all. I can drive the whole way if we need to, but that's going to put me at being awake.
Why don't we each take half?
That's what I said. Yeah. Do you want to switch off with me? You go ahead, and if you want to look through stuff, or if you want to sleep, and then we'll switch off on the drive halfway.
Yeah. Well, and they could potentially switch off as well.
Yeah, sure. We all know how to drive.
They hopefully need to discuss their findings.
Okay, so we're gonna go there.
Okay.
I can't help you guys look through notes, so I'm gonna drive and or sleep.
All right. So
I don't know what I'm looking for.
You two are driving. It's sleeping. Yep. And who's taking? I guess it doesn't really matter. Whoever takes notes first, or looking through notes first. Okay. The notebook you had a notebook from McCaslin and you have a notebook from Ghent. On the notebook from Ghent, you have all the information that she was talking about to Philip. In addition, she goes on to talk about, she goes on a little bit about her dreams, talking about that this power that she seems to have contact with stands as like an intermediary between like realities, times, and worlds. And she kind of rambles on about that, talking about the old ones know the power and that we're supposed to pay homage to that. She goes on to say, as you're going through a notebook, you're like, okay, scientific stuff, and it kind of just like deranges into weirdness as you're getting this. And she's talking about how the power has a name, and that name is, I guess, one that none of you are familiar with, but your counterparts would be. Narlothep. And she goes on to be like, she just goes on writing its name over and over, talking about how Nyarlathotep will help invoke a greater power, and together they'll make the benthic sample bloom into its truest form and spread influence around the globe.
Lovely.
The laptop, both laptops, the first one it literally just had the software to run a laptop and to look at the live feed, and then you can tell that the live feed wasn't being recorded anywhere.
Okay.
It was just running, whatever you call that kind of system. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was just viewing.
Yeah. The other laptop has been fucking nuked. It's been wiped. So something set someone off to do that. Philip, you can, like, if you have time before you're like going to sleep or in between something, you can pull it open and you can tell like someone nuked this. So someone had to have the know withal and the heads up to do that.
Are we talking like there's no OS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
this is useless unless we can get some hardware equipment. Vamir?
I was gonna say Vamir. Well, it's because his fucking name is Vamir on Discord, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
There is more information I want to give you though, so let's see. McCaslin's shit. I think there's more information I want to give you. Oh, the important thing, I guess, let's just say the most important thing, is there's no mention of any kind of cure in any of your notes, or any of their notes. There's
as soon as she started talking, I kind of made that assumption.
There's not even like an allusion to, like, this is the cure, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
This is the cure. Why would we need a cure to something that cures all, you know? Like, that's kind of the angle they were spinning, are spinning. Inside Mr. McCaslin's notebook, David, you have this, right? There's a manila folder, and on the tab it says "Do not open."
Of course I don't open it. It says don't open.
Okay.
As I open it.
Yes, you open it. Okay.
Make a luck save.
Check it for traps.
No, I'm gonna look at your. You can't check it for traps. Let me look at your skills here. All right.
You can kind of.
Make a intelligence roll at -40. So plus.
I rolled a 24.
So plus 40 to that. So 64. Is that under your int?
My int is 80.
Perfect. Excellent.
Nice.
You see actually, hang on. Let me make sure that that's not actually opposite. Yeah. Okay. You see an incredibly complex, what looks to be like a simple mathematical formula inside at first. You realize that it's deceptively complex. And I don't know if you mentioned this to anybody else, but in your head, you're like, you're like, I'm gonna need to sleep on this. This is not right. Like, you get the connections there, and you're like, this is like genius level shit. Okay, this is beyond anything that you've ever seen.
I do show it to Remy since she's back here with me.
Okay, Remy, do you look at it?
Yeah, probably.
All right, roll me a int roll at -40.
Intelligence is low, so
Really?
60.
Oh,
I rolled a what?
Good.
I rolled a 56 under 60, but add 40 to that, so I rolled a 96 over 60.
Yeah, you're looking at the math and you're like,
Oh,
I literally have no idea what you're talking about. This is beyond me.
Yeah. Genius level shit. I get that.
Genius level shit. Yeah. You're like, I couldn't tell you how cool this is or not, you know?
Well, good thing my character isn't genius.
Yeah, pretty much.
As I do have that feature.
Mm. Nice. Well, if you couldn't figure it out, I sure as hell can't figure this out.
I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure. It's weird.
Hmm.
Like, the math makes sense in your head, but it shouldn't be a thing that we know about, if that makes sense. Like, our math that we have in schools does not line up to this, but the formula you looked at, you're like, holy shit, this is a breakthrough. But you're not sure what it alludes to yet.
Space travel.
Time travel.
Who knows?
Ooh, no time travel.
Oh, no.
Space travel.
Timey-wimey.
Timey-wimey. So let's see, what else? I want to give you guys more, but I want to make sure that you guys can get everything you can get. So give me a second while I scroll through here. The last notebook is McCaslin's. Oh. There's no more, like, information about the samples or anything like that. You're seeing kind of duplications of information there at the beginning as you're flipping through the notebook towards the end, just like Dr. Gent's. You see manic scribblings of it has everything. It has the Song of the Star People. And he goes on to, like, talk about how he saw it in his dreams. He saw it hidden underground. And then he have written, like, several times, agents.
That's kind of like we saw in the condo, right?
Yep. So he's definitely in some kind of fucking weird state, you know, if he's manic enough to write this in multiple places. You get the sense that him and Mrs. Gent, Miss Dr. Gent, had some kind of relationship. The way they talk about each other.
It's the new STD.
It's an STD. She did say that she was lucky to be partners with him before he left.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, maybe that's why she exploded.
You know, it happens. Everybody wear condoms.
Yep, that hot fungal load.
Yep.
You know, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna explode. You're gonna. Someone riles you up and ends up killing you. You're gonna explode. That's just what happens.
Oh God.
I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I can give you guys. Yeah, the rest you know. You guys know, you have all the information. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I somehow don't believe him that we have all the information.
Well, you have all the information you have gathered.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, as a quick aside, I have 45 minutes. I need to end 30 minutes early tonight.
Cool. So 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes, sir. 45 minutes
on.
from now.
Right on. We may end up ending it early if it kind of lines up as needing to. We'll see.
Okay.
Let's see if I get any sleep. Yay, I get to sleep.
Yay!
Are you trying to sleep?
Do that or not, yeah. Otherwise, I have exhaustion anyways.
All right, hang on. This is actually kind of funny. Let me roll some dice. You're actually not able to sleep. Every time you close your eyes, you can't help but see scrawling notes about deep mathematic formulas and numbers, and you just can't get out of your head what you saw on that notebook, and you're trying to like do iterations and math all in your head, and you literally cannot sleep.
I need a whiteboard.
I need a whiteboard.
Here's a notebook and a pencil.
And sit down and start working.
Okay, you start working. You lose 1 POW and 1 SAN. And you gain...
Stop it!
You gain 4 in the unnatural skill. So I'll say that again. You lose 1 power, and you lose 1 sanity, and you gain 4 in the unnatural skill. Oop,
Well, he loses 1 power, not willpower?
Yes, power.
Ouch. Where's the natural skill?
It is at the very bottom of your skills, and it's grayed out.
Bottom right, foreign language is another.
I gain how much?
4. So you can now
400, got it.
You can now officially roll on unnatural there. So.
Hey, you and me both, man.
Mm-hmm. So what does that put you at? San is 50. What?
1.
51. Your POW is at 11. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, we took it off the score, not the multiplying
Yeah,
score.
that's what I was.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's like strength drain. I gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, except I don't know if long rest is going to fix it.
No.
If he can ever sleep again.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the formula for powers? Oh, it's not 5.
Say it again.
I got it. I was looking for the multiplier for getting the power score.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's just times 5, right?
It's times 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So, other than that, is there anything you guys want to do on the way?
We can hash it out in our chat offline, but I do want to explicitly say that we're going to try to sort out the mechanics of our pit problem.
Okay. Yeah, do that offline. Unless you guys just want to talk about it now, I'm okay with doing it now. Because you have a long drive, it kind of makes sense. You guys wouldn't be sitting there in silence.
Well, that's what I meant. Like,
yeah.
I just didn't know if we wanted to waste session time. That's why I said we can.
I'll leave it up to you guys.
Whatever.
I'll leave it up to you guys. How you
Whatever
want
you
to do
prefer. I don't care.
Let's do it offline.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We can.
I just figured it's gonna be another one of those like, okay, what about this? What about this? No. Okay, what about that? What about
Okay. Okay, cool. Remy, roll me a luck check with a minus 20% on the benefiting you. So whatever you get, plus or minus 20 to benefit you there.
61.
Even with the minus 20?
With the minus 20, I rolled an 81.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let me All right, that's all I wanted to know. Okay, so you guys don't be sad.
Not sad, it's scared.
Scared. All right. Anything else you guys want to do on your drive to the Devil's Tower? I believe 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. You guys would arrive there.
No, there's nothing I want to do.
Zach, roll a d6.
What for?
My willpower loss for exhaustion.
Yep. I rolled a 5.
Oof.
That leaves me with 1.
If you go to 0, bad things happen.
I kind of figured they did.
I think even 1 maybe bad things happen. Let me look. Okay, at 1 willpower, all actions are at -20, including sand rolls.
So I'm at -40 then. Because the exhaustion gets -20.
Yep. Someone needs to stay in the car.
Yep. I need a nap.
You need a full night's sleep. You need a full night's sleep. If you
I mean, we can't.
Do we have any more medication? Sorry, what?
The medication does not remove the willpower.
Huh?
Yeah.
So if we sedate you, it doesn't work? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if you sedate me, it'd probably put me in a good sleep. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I assume she meant the whatever we used to kill that dude. Or, well, we sedated him first, but...
I didn't even make you roll a sand test to get a full night's sleep, too, because you hit your breaking point.
He rolled it.
Well, I rolled it.
Oh, okay.
Can we give it to you? I mean, if I'm assuming Remy actually asked you that, do we have enough medication to give you that we could? I mean, assuming she would know how to do it, seems pretty simple. Even you said even I would it when we were trying to keep that guy asleep.
So
just putting a syringe in you.
It'll be that morning when.
Yep. So what it does, like if you give him a sedation, it gives him a plus 20% to the sand roll to go to sleep again.
Okay.
Fuck's sake, a 20?
That's what it says. Drinking or taking sleeping pills give a plus 20 to get your full night's sleep.
Can we argue the case that these are stronger than sleeping pills? I mean, I thought this was like IV sedation.
You can.
I mean, this shit's like ketamine or something. We're not giving him like easy drowse or something.
Yeah, this isn't melatonin.
Well, let's let David. David, what do you have? What would you give yourself?
The issue is I wouldn't want to do it because I'm too busy trying to figure out the calculations, so it wouldn't happen until that next morning. At which point I'd be exhausted.
Yeah.
At which point I would need to sleep.
Well, I mean, like, even if we had like 4 hours left in the drive after research or whatever, I mean, it wouldn't be a full night's sleep, but wouldn't you get something out of 4 hours?
He said he couldn't sleep.
There's a problem. There's a problem that's not related to the sand check or anything else.
I meant if we could give him any sort of sedation.
Maybe. But there's a problem.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
I want to finish the formula.
You don't want it. Okay.
I want to figure out the formulas, but the issues.
I mean, mechanically, how long does he have to wait to even try again?
A secret amount of time.
Okay.
So when we get there, when it's the morning and we arrive, you're saying we can't even do something then?
It's up to David.
Okay, well then I need David to say. It's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
I just want direction.
It depends on if I figured it out or not.
You haven't figured it out.
Then no, I'd sit there and keep working on it.
Okay. That's all I
Okay.
wanted to know.
Then as he's doing that, I walk up and I grab his face and I make him look me in the eyes and I say, David, you have to sleep.
I'm good. And I go back to looking at it.
Now, there is an option here. And the option is you can take stimulants to not become exhausted. Which means you don't...
But I still lose the willpower.
You don't lose it yet. You would lose it later.
Mm.
I bet we could stop at a reservation and get some meth.
Absolutely.
Hey, they've got natural remedies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like meth.
Oh, man, get some fucking, get a peace pipe and some D&T or some shit.
There you go.
I'm going on a spirit quest.
JRE number 1638 starts playing in the background.
Everybody goes on a spirit quest and realizes that the star people aren't so bad. Okay, so it sounds like David doesn't want to do that. So we should let that drop and let him do what he wants to do.
There? Are we at 7? Are we 7 o'clock? Have we arrived? That's I didn't know what we're actually doing right now.
Yeah. It's 7:30. You guys are pulling up to the monument. You see a couple other cars out there. Hikers, some climbers ready to fucking go.
Okay.
So,
and I'm gonna send you guys a pretty cool little GIF here of the Devil's Tower, so you can kind of see what it's like.
Any tags from Helena?
Hang on.
Hold on, Chad's trying to say something. What do you want to say?
So, he said no. Were we aware that he didn't sleep?
Amy went first. So you were sleeping. You were driving while he was trying. Wait, hang on.
I drove first, and then Chad would.
I drove the second shift.
So
yeah.
he would have been.
That whole time
he would have been.
Right?
You would have been sleeping while he would have been trying to sleep. Philip would. And then the opposite for Nolan and Amy. So Amy would have been sleeping while Nolan was. Wait, fuck. Hang on. Help me with this.
I took the second shift of driving.
And he took the second shift of researching. So you would have been awake while he was researching. So he would have been asleep before you while you were asleep.
So he would have been trying to sleep while I was researching. I would have known he didn't sleep.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Well, and it sounds like he tossed and turned during the first half while I was sleeping, but then the second half he was awake.
Yeah, he would have had to been to do the research. Yes.
Okay. So, to the character, how fucked up does he look?
He looks pretty fucked up. If we're being honest, like he's strung out. His eyes are starting to, get their fucking red. He's had them open trying to do this shit this whole time. You can see kind of the color is lost out of him, but where you do see color, it's like unnaturally red. You know what I mean? Like he's got the flushness to him plus the paleness and like the manicness, David. But it's only towards this one thing. It's like if you're talking to him, he's normal, but he wants to do this thing.
Well, so putting together what the character knows, we've had to keep batteries away from him. He's now flush. He couldn't or wouldn't sleep and has been obsessing over something all night while I was driving. And she would probably, if I was looking at him or talking to him, I imagine you might have mentioned that he didn't seem to sleep while you were doing your thing.
Yeah.
So, okay. When you say flush, are you just describing a symptom of fatigue that I'm not thinking of? Or are you talking flush like the people I've seen that are sick?
You're not sure.
I mean, like comparing the two, I have no idea.
No, you're not sure. Well, I mean, you're just not sure on what's causing it. I can tell you what
I'm
you
not
see,
expecting you to tell me, like, but like taking into consideration that we know he's been craving batteries, we know he didn't sleep.
You
I've seen
are
several
not sure.
Okay.
You're not sure if it's an escalation of that or something else unrelated entirely. or distress, you know?
Okay. David, do you need to work on this?
I need to finish this equation.
David, I think you need to sleep. You yourself said that you needed to sleep on it.
Yeah, but it's working it out. It's working better.
I pat him on the shoulder and go to the back of the car and pretend like I'm packing things and try to get the attention of the other two.
Okay. David, I'm going to say that you probably don't notice this, if that's okay with you.
Oh, I probably wouldn't anyways.
Okay.
I'm too busy trying to figure the formula out.
Okay.
Right, I'm assuming he's relatively distracted and I'm relatively...
On page
good.
37.
Do we need to leave his ass here?
I think he's a liability if we bring him with us in this state. I think he has to stay.
You
I
said
mean-
he didn't sleep while you were researching,
He
and he
didn't.
stayed up the entire time I was driving, writing,
Yeah.
scribbling, whatever he's doing. And we know he's been sick.
We
mean, I
should date him against his will.
Could we? I'm sure. Do you know how?
Yeah. I mean,
I think that would be kind of dangerous. I'm not sure. I don't see a problem with leaving him. If we take the keys, he's not going to try and steal the car. He's going to be relatively safe. It's not like this is gangbanger territory.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
my only problem is all of the things in the car that are metal.
In my immediate
Yes.
thought, there's one source of heavy metal in this car.
The battery.
The
And
car.
anything that the car battery, the laptop batteries, anything else.
If I handcuff him to his door,
Yeah, okay.
he certainly can't get to the car battery.
Yeah.
And we can either put the laptop batteries under the thing, I can put him back here, I'll fucking carry him.
Okay.
But if
Then-
he's this, so, or what if we make him go? Like,
Can I get a
I'm
coffee?
worried- well, I'm just worried that if he's obsessing over this and we prevent him from working on it, as long as he could still work, I'm okay with that.
I
But
don't
if we,
plan to
like,
prevent him. I just plan to restrain one hand to the door. He'd have enough room to.
Okay, all right. I didn't want him to
Can
go
we-
crazy and like break his wrist trying to get out of the cuffs because he wanted to work on this thing so badly.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I can. It's whatever y'all think. We have.
I mean, I'm okay with him staying. I think that's the best idea. I think if we try to make him come, he may not want to because he wants to work on this. So he'll, even if we force him, he'll be distracted at best, exhausted,
even
pretty
if
much
it's-
useless.
That's what I should be thinking about.
Agreed.
Okay.
When he asks for the coffee, is there literally, I mean,
Yeah,
anything other than
There's a ranger station and a little visitor station. You can get some coffee for sure. Definitely.
Are there energy
like,
drinks? And is there a vending machine with a bunch of Red Bull?
absolutely. I mean, do these people, they fucking climb here and all that kind of stuff? There's definitely all
I-
that kind of
I
stuff. Right?
walk
Like
up-
electrolytes,
I get as many Red Bulls.
Protein
as I have
bars.
cash for.
protein bars.
I just hit Red Bull. I use all the cash I have and get Red Bulls and just come back
as
with
soon
an
as he
armload
goes
for him.
that way, is there anything in an? There's nothing that would be considered a heavy metal in an aluminum can, right?
No, is aluminum heavy metal? I don't think so.
I don't think
No.
it qualifies,
Yeah.
right?
No.
No. Other than the dirt around you, probably not.
The dirt around us, the laptop batteries, the phone battery,
Car battery.
the car battery. I don't think we have anything else that qualifies.
I give David 20 Red Bull cans. Sorry, bud. They sold out. That's all you got.
Pop, drink.
You do realize he's going to drink all those in the next hour, right?
I mean, if he pisses himself, it's not my car. It's your deposit.
I do hear that. Car's getting burned anyways.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. See.
You guys are way up on the
37.
rates by now, driving far away.
Yeah, right. You're gonna have to buy a fucking drill and roll these back.
Jason, did you get that message I sent you?
No, because I had it in full screen.
Okay. I just wanted you to look at it.
Sorry.
That's all. I don't have anything. I just wanted him to look at the message. I'll send him love notes.
Yeah, for sure.
Always.
So, I mean, does anybody have a better idea than handcuffing him into the door?
No.
If I leave both of his hands free, even if I put his feet together, he can go get to the car battery.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've got to restrain his hands in some way.
Yep.
You got anything, Nolan?
No. I mean, if we want to restrain him, it has to be to the door. And if we don't, I guess he's gonna try to eat something. I mean, we have to assume he's still gonna try. Yeah, I don't think he has tried. He's been so obsessed. I mean, we haven't seen him try to do it, right? Because he's not been handcuffed the whole ride.
I only have him high on heavy metals and whatever else is going on, but also not be able to go anywhere.
No, I agree. I was just curious if we've seen him try to eat recently.
No, he's been pretty... Yeah, you guys have kept a good eye on him and kept everything away, and he's been busy. So...
Yeah, I guess we should if just restrain one hand, and let's just hope let's get to the top, try to find this guy as quickly as possible so he's not here alone too long.
Yeah, I mean, you gave him stuff to drink, you gave him some protein bars. He'll be okay.
Okay, let's give you more. Let's give you more to think about before you guys leave. Maybe you did your research on the way to the Devil's Tower, right? You're like, okay, we're going here. Let's figure out what it's about, right? Yeah. It takes a long fucking time to climb this shit. So if you are wanting to go to the top, it's going to take you about 4 to 6 hours for the climbers to get up there. Much faster getting down, obviously.
Like pull up to the peak thing.
No, I sent you a message so you could see it, a handout. It's like that on all sides. It's crazy.
It's a nice little video.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful video, and it's appropriate for the time of season and everything. It's like a fucking sheer drop all the way around this thing. It's like a plateau that has like no extra plateau around it. It's really weird. It's like a pillar.
Got a nice little climb then.
Yeah. But I just wanted you to go forward with that knowledge. And you can do whatever else you want to do. Ask around or just whatever. But you guys would know that. Maybe. You guys would know that headed here. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted you guys to know.
Maybe we should start with the ranger station and ask for a description. I mean, you could do that, Philip, and just flash credentials or lie, or don't do any of that. Just see if they've seen this guy. Because if he's not at the top, we would waste a lot of time getting up there.
So I guess with that context, you said something about that. I guess I'm thinking of something else. With that context, I mean, does it look like one of these places rents gear, actual climbing gear?
Absolutely. Yep, you would be able to get everything you need right here for sure. It's not like you're going without here. It's like an all-stop shop for outdoor shit. You know. Definitely could rent whatever you would need. As Amy falls asleep on camera. Good night.
So,
Trying to think.
I do think we should at least ask about this guy, just to see if anyone's seen him.
Yeah.
Is there? I guess I could look it up. Is there like
Mm-hmm.
You said there was like a ranger station. Is there like somewhere where you like have to check in or whatever? Or is it just like a park?
So those kind of things most time are optional. If you want to check in, so your loved ones know you have gone on such and such trail for so long or whatever. But yeah.
Okay.
I don't now. There's generally not a requirement.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, presumably, he rented gear, and unless his new unlocked latent abilities gave him the ability to do this without gear, whatever the fuck that means.
Butt
Oh shit!
wings.
Oh wait, never mind.
What?
Oh shit! Oh wait, never mind.
Yes, fuck with their heads. It's my co-GM
Um,
now.
So, no, yeah, we should ask. We can't afford to leave a phone with him. How? I don't remember if you said how far is the hike to the climb?
6 hours.
It's not. No, it's not that long.
To get to the top, you said 6 hours.
To get to the top, yeah. No, it's not that long to get there. It wouldn't take you more than maybe 15 minutes just to get right up there. It's very, very close.
Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, we're going to be within a mile of him.
Yeah. Talking about like elevation and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because generally speaking, it's a half hour for a leisurely trail hike of a mile. So if it's roughly 15, then yeah, I would hope that between that and the elevation, don't the standard walkie-talkies have like a 5-mile range or something?
What do you want to do? Maybe I can help you better if I know that.
I mean, we all had radios.
Mm-hmm.
We all had, whatever band radios that I'm forgetting the term. We can't leave him that either. It's got a fucking battery.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can't leave him a walkie-talkie.
You can't leave.
I can't leave him a walkie-talkie.
You can leave him the throat mic. You can leave him the throat mics, can't you? Is that enough to eat?
Anything. It's anything.
It's got a battery in it.
Yeah. Literally, he will go out and eat the dirt if left with nothing.
Oh, then yeah, we can't leave him anything.
And I don't.
Mike says that and then mutes.
I feel like if anything, like I should stay with him, but I also don't want to leave you two alone to go do this by yourselves.
Well, and I mean, I guess we could leave you with him, and we could hope that we could then use walkie-talkies and hopefully have whatever your brain power is, at least yours, maybe some of his, but I guess it would probably make the climb a little quicker. But
it's our choice.
I mean, if we do that, and I don't mean this in like a goofy tee-hee Remy's weak way, but can we climb faster if she's not with us?
No, it will have no bearing on how fast you guys climb. Okay. Right. If you're interested in that, you can climb what I said. It's 4 to 6 hours. But if you would like to do as fast as you absolutely possibly can make it, you can, and it will be done in 2 to 3 hours, but there may be bad things that could happen,
like we fall and die.
So like the damage for failing is worse the faster you go.
Is there still a risk that we fall and die if we take our time, or is it just a check mark? Is it realistic climbing where something could happen if we take our time, or are you hand waving it?
No. So with the advanced equipment that you guys would rent, there's a very low chance that you would die. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's not a checkbox. You are saying there's a chance.
You will take damage for failure, but it's not you're falling to your death. Does that make sense? You have equipment to stop you from falling, but a fumble could do bads.
Okay. Effectively, the only way to go faster, it sounds like, is going to be not using the anchor points that would keep us from falling all the way.
Or maybe less often, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay, no, I was just curious. I mean, if it's up to you, it's up to Remy. Like, if do you think you can do more by staying here? Like, do you feel good to stay with David, just the two of you? Like, do you think you guys can work on stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I could try to help him, but I don't know how much help I can be.
I mean, 3.5 guns is more than 2 guns.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
and 8 eyes is more than 4 eyes. So there's an appreciable loss for sure. But it means that we can basically feel mostly comfortable with the two of you's general well-being. It just, we have to hope he doesn't have any friends and that he's, yeah.
I think I feel reasonably safe as far as outside harm to them, other than the apocalypse being triggered. Like, I
I
feel
agree.
I don't.
I agree.
So
I didn't mean that. I just meant, yeah, generally speaking, there's no reason to have expectations that thus far it's not like he's gotten violent when we left him with her. Were you?
oh, I didn't mean David. I meant like one of the bad guy's friends, or like something happening to them from an external force. I feel like they're relatively safe here. I didn't mean David attacking her.
Well,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we don't really have any reason to expect. We certainly, there is the possibility that he has some army of followers, but we've seen nothing thus far to expect such a thing.
Yep.
One of us.
One of us.
I reach over and pat David, and I go and open another Red Bull and hand it to him. I think it'd be good to split in this case. I think Remy, you can do good. You can keep him here. He doesn't have to be chained up. He can be more effective. You can help him.